So in the previous video, we learned about the operators in Python. So in this video, let us go over the conditional statements and understand why they are important in any programming language. So conditional statements are something that have a close connection with Booleans. So what these statements expect is some condition that resolves to true or false. And based on the truthiness of the condition, you execute a certain code block. So enough of talking, let us see this stuff in action. So starting with the first conditional statement. So Python supports 4 logical conditions that we have already seen in the previous video: equals, not equals, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So let us write a simple if conditional statement to understand the basics of conditions. So let us define a variable age and set that to 21. And if, so we can use the if statement and define the conditions. So if age is greater or equal to 18, then if this condition holds true, then perform the following code block. So I can say print you can vote in elections. So the above conditional statement operates on a condition defined on age, that is, if the age is greater than or equal to 18, only then execute the code block defined under that condition. So the code block for if condition is marked using indentations, as you can see here. Here you can see we are having a default indentation of 2 spaces, though we can adjust the indentation as well. One thing you can understand now easily from the above code is that Python uses indentation to define the scope of your code block. This is unlike the other programming languages like Java, C, C++, which uses curly braces for this purpose. So if the condition pertaining to the if check fails, you can use the else keyword to handle for the opposite condition. So for the same above example, I can say if the age is less than 18, which we can define using the else statement. So if your age is greater than or equal 18, then this code block will run, else the following code block will run. So we can print you are too young to vote in an election. And let us change the age to 14 and run the file. You can see we are getting you are too young to vote in an election. And if I set the age to 24, run the file, you can vote in elections. Now you can also define an if-else, if ladder, just as in other programming languages like C++, Java. So I can say mark a separator here just to separate the above code in the terminal from the below code that I'm just going to write. So if-elif-else. So if our age is greater than or equal 18, then run the following code block. So I can say you can vote in elections. Now instead of using else, I can define another condition using elif and say if age is greater than 15 and it is less than 18. So if your age is not greater than or equal 18, it is definitely less than 18 and it is greater than 15, then the following code block will run. So I can say print you are too young to vote in an election. Else, if this condition is also not satisfied, that is you are less than or equal to 15 years old, you can print come on, you are a child. And now run the file. So you can see we are now getting you can vote in an election and our age is 24, so therefore we can vote in elections. But if I change this to say 16 and run the file, now since age is 16 and it is not greater than or equal 18, it is greater than 15, so this code block will run and we are getting you are too young to vote in an election. So this was a short video on conditional checks that I wanted to discuss. So if you liked the video, do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends and colleagues. hit the bell icon for all the upcoming uploads, and I will see you guys in the very next video.